2.
Picking things up with the first wicket already down. Then Baggio World was bowled by Thierry Walcott for 8, 26 for 2 at that stage. Keep your eyes on the screen. We're seeing this a lot more in cricket. The batsman out of his crease. That's Davion Levine. Walcott took off the bails before he began his action. Well, the umpires walked over, converged. They talked about it for a bit, and then they gave it out. Levine gone for naught. 27 for 3 now. Malik Young at the crease. Gets a full toss from Walcott. Lots of bat on that one. Behind square for 4. But he soon had to go, having a swing at DePisa. Well held by Shakeen Ferrari for 18. 41 for 4 the score. And the wickets continue to tumble. Check out this catch. That's brilliant by Walcott off DePisa. Renato Belgrave gone for 10. 53 for 5 now. Don't take your eyes off wicketkeeper Ty Farrell. He's alert. Caught Shalani Yearwood napping outside of his crease. Run out for 1. Well done. DeJohn Toppin facing now down the pitch and lofted Walcott for a big 6. But the wickets would continue to fall. Cody Cumberbatch caught and bowled by DePisa for 4. And Alexandra would lose their main man. Toppin bowled by DePisa for 33. And the writing was on the wall. And the last man to go was Clark, bowled by Farrell for a 1-ball duck. Alexandra, 102 all out.
Well, in the other semi-final, Combermere reached yet another final with a 3-wicket victory over Harrison College. Batting first, HC made 142 for 7 in their 35 overs. Jacob Bethel top scored with 35, while Jaden Leacock bagged 2 for 23. The Waterford boys then got home on 143 for 7 in 32.1 overs, with Romario Roach getting 39 and Lemar Bolden 31. Sunrisers Hyderabad are the new leaders of the IPL. After today's fixture, they're on the same points as Dwayne Smith's Gujarat Lions, but have a better net run rate. Sunrisers batted first against rising Pune Super Giants and made 137 for 8, with leg spinner Adam Zampa's figures of 6 for 19 being the second best in the tournament's history.
First, it was the swing bowling of R.P. Singh that accounted for David Warner. Not until David Warner hit him over extra cover for 6, and then Shikhar Dhawan came down the pitch to get 4. That was the end of David Warner. The swing from R.P. Singh accounting for his wicket. Meanwhile, Shikhar Dhawan continued to hold the innings together. Lovely straight 6. Kane Williamson came in, found life a little difficult, but then chopped a 4. And Shikhar Dhawan one-handed 6 off Rajat Bhatia over extra. Shikhar Dhawan tried to go down the ground to hit Ravichandran Ashwin, and Saurabh Tarari taking the catch. Williamson, a second 4 from him. Yuvraj came in and started to find the spectators' seats. And another one flatter this time from Yuvraj. And a 4, cheeky 4, knowing that fine leg was up inside the single. And this time went down the pitch. Adam Zampa deceiving him in the flight. Second catch for Tiwari. Deepak Hooda with a big 6 over deep mid-wicket. And again, first ball of the final over. But then things started to go wrong. Hooda down the pitch, stumped by Dhoni. Chopped on. And then Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, bottom of the bat, caught by Tiwari. Another catch at long on. 6 for 19 for Adam Zampa, his best return in T20 cricket.
Well, Sunrisers were still able to defend that below par total, restricting the Super Giants to 133 for 8. Ashish Nira took 3 for 29 as Sunrisers won by 4 runs. There were victories for Ronald Weeks and St. Martin's Mangrove in Zone 8 of the Baiko Primary School's football competition. They took out Bailey's and St. Philip Primary at King George V Memorial Park. CBC's Mark Seal reports.
We start late in the second half between Ronald Weeks in the blue and Bailey's, with Ronald Weeks leading 1-0. They would double that lead through Rachim Avali. Great finish. And they would triple up on Bailey's. A quick clearance by the keeper and a knock-on puts it into the path of Atherley, who makes an initial touch to set himself, and then the finish for his brace and for Reynolds Weeks to win 3-0. In another game at King George V, we have St. Martin's Mangrove in the green versus St. Philip. St. Martin's would take the lead through an own goal just after the start of the second half. The game's intensity picked up and St. Philip would level it. A few minutes later, Duquan Toppin, take a bow, son. That's a great free kick that beats the keeper and goes in off the crossbar. Some controversy, though, arose shortly afterwards. Amari Griffith runs the ball out of bounds, but it's missed by the linesman, and he proceeded to rifle this shot over the head of the keeper to make it 2-1 to St. Martin's. The referee didn't see the infringement, so the goal stood. Final minute of the game. After launching everyone forward in an attempt to level the score, St. Philip left themselves short at the back, and then they failed to deal with the counter-attack. Kishmar Brathwaite would make it 3-1 to St. Martin's off a Joshua Marshall cross, and that is how it would end. Mark Seal, CBC Sports.
Thanks, Mark. Tonight's Olympic moment is part 2 of the impressive series our best ever 4x400 meter relay team put together 32 years ago.
Bajan Olympic moments, brought to you by Sagicor General Insurance, Sandals Barbados, and Good Time Snacks. Los Angeles, 1984. The Barbados quartet of Richard Louis, David Peltier, Clyde Edwards, and Elvis Ford reached the final of the men's 4x4 relay, thanks in large part to a monster last leg by Ford.
Now they run this first lap in their lane, so sometimes the initial exchange can be somewhat deceiving, at least the appearance of the runners as they come off that bend.
And sometimes the program can be deceiving, because that certainly is not Clark. I don't know who it is, but it certainly is not the running action of Clark.
And as they come up for this exchange, running on the inside, it is Kenya. The Australians will be the fourth to pass on the baton. On the outside for Brazil, it is Wilson David Santos. Coming up for the next exchange, a close battle between Australia and Italy back in 5th and 6th. And now the Italians move up. They will be making the exchange. There's some confusion at that exchange area as the runner from Brazil got jostled and had to step outside several others. And now it's Jamaica moving into second spot. Nigeria is leading the way. It is Jamaica running second, Brazil is third, then it's Kenya, Italy, Australia, and down that back straight, Barbados now attempting to move into contention along with Trinidad. Kenya moving in, and Australia moving very, very quickly for this final exchange. There it is, and it's Innocent Egbionike for the Nigerian team. Running in second spot is Brazil. Australia has now moved into third spot. Italy is fourth. Barbados is fifth. Then it is Jamaica and Trinidad.
Australia's placement of their runners is going to pay off. Clark in third position, and he should be strong enough to qualify without too much difficulty, but he's very hard pressed by 3 other runners within 3 meters of him.
The first 4 will move on to the final of this men's 1600 meter relay. Nigeria is going to qualify quite comfortably, but the battle for 2, 3, 4, and 5 is really developing as they race down the home straight. A move on the inside from Donato Savia of Italy. He's going to get up there. He's going to get in there third, and just edged out at the finish line is Brazil. Elvis Ford of the Barbados and Donato Savia of Italy both staged tremendous final legs to provide their countries with a spot in this 1600 meter relay final, along with Australia and Nigeria.
Bajan Olympic moments, brought to you by Sagicor General Insurance, Sandals Barbados, and Good Time Snacks.
I hope I know that commentators knows we are not the Barbados, we are Barbados. That's it for sports. The business report is next.
Countdown to 50.